I'm just doing this because you never know. You know, a backup plan. A plan B, just in case. Hey, you never know. Today we're installing a Mr. Heater electric garage heater. Why are we installing such a beast, you might ask? The answer to that question is, last year I bought a diesel heater, put it in the garage, worked out pretty well for a few months. Then I had some problems with it, made some repairs, and then it worked out great. But while it was down, it was kind of a bummer not having heat in the garage. And also there were days that the diesel heater just couldn't keep up. My garage is not insulated. It's partially insulated, I guess, but it's not really insulated. Until I get it insulated, it's not going to heat very well. This is going to be a supplement. All right, the heater comes with two brackets. It comes with this wall or ceiling bracket, and then it also comes with the hoop bracket that goes over the top. I've decided I'm not going to use the wall or ceiling bracket. I'm going to put this up over this rafter tie. I'm going to utilize that 1-bolt hole, and I'm just going to screw it right down to there. It'll give me more than enough clearance vertically. It'll fall in line with the 12 inches of clearance that's needed on all sides of the heater except for the back, which only requires 4.5 inches or 5 inches of clearance on the back of the unit. Making a change. We're making a change, and the only reason why we're making a change is I'm worried about this not having enough clearance. So I'm going to move this bracket from the top side to the bottom side. All right, let's see what that looks like. Okay, I like this a little bit better. This gives us a little more clearance, and it still allows me to kind of swing it a little bit if I want to. We can mess with that a little bit. So I think I'm going to run with it right here. All right, how am I going to power this thing? Back this past summer, we did a lot of renovations in our house, and one of the things that we did was we had this sub panel put in. I had this sub panel put in so that I could put a 220 outlet here for a welder. And you can see it hasn't been done yet, but we're going to have it done here pretty soon. We're going to just put a cord onto this, and that's what's going to power this heater. When I need to use the welder, I just unplug the heater. And keep in mind, we still have the diesel heater, which is working perfectly, by the way. It's about 36 degrees outside today, and this thing's been plugging along, and you can see it's pretty comfortable in here right now. All right, we're going to go ahead and get the electric hooked up, and then hopefully we'll be up and running. All right, it's been a couple weeks, and we got the heater hooked up. We got it plugged into this outlet right here on the panel. I got a little extra cable up there in case I want to move this around some, so I'm not tied into having it in this one spot, but I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. It comes with this cool remote. So what I thought I'd do is I'm going to let this run for 2 hours, and we'll see how it does. Right now the temperature in here is right around 40 degrees, and according to my phone it's 253. The temperature outside is 32 degrees today, so it's not going to be a really tough test for this heater, but we'll see how it does. So after 2 hours we'll come back and we'll see what the temperature is on that thermometer behind me. All right, we're about an hour into this. I just came out to check on the heater and it was off. It had reached the temperature. So I raised the temperature all the way up to 85 degrees, and you can see right now it's at 77. And it's really kind of nice out here in the garage. Matter of fact, the thermometer says it's right around 70 degrees. So that's after 1 hour. We're an hour in, we're right around 70 degrees. Temperature on that thing is set at 85, and we're going to come back in about 45 minutes now, and we'll see how we do. Okay, it's been about 2 hours, and we've got just a few seconds to go before we reach the 2 hour mark. And here's what I can tell you. We've reached 70 degrees, no problem, at least for this thermometer. We even used the laser thermometer just to see how accurate it was. There's a little variation. I mean, this is not scientific equipment, I get that. The heater's working perfectly. We have it set at 85 and right now it's at 83, so it will be shutting off pretty soon. As far as how it feels in the garage, it's definitely warm enough to work out here. But I will say this, with my diesel heater being mounted down low and the heat being distributed low and then it rises through the garage, and this one with the heat being distributed high and then it goes even higher, and I don't have any insulation here. I can tell you that I do notice a difference in the heat. It's a little more evenly distributed throughout the garage, but because that thing is up in the air, it's really noticeably colder at the floor level. Whereas with the diesel heater, the heat discharges, kind of spreads across the floor and then rises. This works the exact opposite. So it is a noticeably different type of heat the way this space is being heated. But I'll tell you, if you're looking for a way to heat your one car non-insulated garage and you don't want to mess with a diesel heater, you don't want to mess with the exhaust, you don't want to mess with going to get diesel and filling the tank, and you just want to turn something on, you should really check out this heater. It's working very well. This is my first use. Today is the very first use. The electric heater, turn it on, turn it off. Probably going to be more expensive to run. Given that I don't have any insulation, the diesel heater and the electric heater work very well in this space. It would only work better with insulation. I'm not sure one is better than the other. I think I'm going to have to put these two to the test against each other. We'll come up with some type of a test to try these out and see which one is better. It's relative though, right? But we're just not going to do it today. We'll do that in another video. For today, thanks for watching.